Have no fear.
Game on!
Are you ready to spread on your breath?
Let's do this. My last degree was in 1998, where I completed my master's in strategic brand communication. I had this dream of really wanting to do a doctorate program. I remember my father coming up to me during that point in time and saying, "Why don't you do this? Why not try for a doctorate?" And I told my father, I love to, but I don't have the time. I need to focus. It's my early part of my career. I don't have the time. I'll do it next year. And then next year came, and I kept saying, next year. Fast forward to 2015. And at that point in time, I'd done a lot in my career. By then, I'd spoken in 30 plus countries. I'd written 8 books, and I was known as a thought leader in my space of branding. In that same year, I remember going to my dad's house to celebrate his birthday. It was a wonderful celebration. But when we got home, we received the news that he had suffered a massive heart attack. We rushed to the hospital, but he had already passed on. It was a very difficult moment for me because as a kid, I'm sure you always expect your parents to live on forever. During the funeral, as I went through his personal belongings, I saw that he had a picture of us together. And in this picture, he had his arm around me, and it was during my master's graduation ceremony. In that picture, he was beaming with pride. In case you're wondering why it's a big deal, it's because my dad is your traditional Asian parent. He doesn't put his arm around his kid. And that was the first time he had done that, and something that I never forgot. I remember turning to the back of the picture, and it also written the words, "My son." I was moved to tears, and I made a decision there and then that I was going to do my doctorate and to keep my promise to my father. I joined the doctorate program of a prestigious university with campuses in Singapore, Sydney, and Dubai, and India. And I was very excited to start it off. I started my program in 2017. My initial thoughts were, how hard could it be? Let me tell you, it was bloody hard. Running 2 businesses, traveling 80 days a year for all my speeches and programs, and trying to juggle my doctorate program has to be the craziest thing I've ever asked of myself. Lots of doubts and excuses ran through my mind. I'm too old. Who does this midlife? I have no time. Why do I need this? I already have a wonderful career, 8 books, and I speak globally. Who wants this extra stress? Did I say I have no time? Thomas Edison said, "Our greatest weakness lies in giving up." And there were so many moments I wanted to quit. I cannot begin to imagine the number of times that I started writing an email to my university admin, all set to throw in the towel. But Thomas also said the most certain way to succeed is to always try just one more time. Somehow I found the strength to carry on, to try just one more time. And actually, a big part of why I also kept on going on was because I kept thinking about my late father and his wish of me wanting to do this. I felt that I was doing it for him, not just for myself. This was the moment I could make him proud in heaven. So I persevered, I worked hard, and I pushed myself. Come December 2020, I'm telling you, I was burnt out with what was happening in the world. You know, there was COVID, the businesses, and the stress of trying to complete my doctorate. 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, it's already been 4 years, and I was almost there, so I pushed it through. And I was finally able to submit my final draft by the end of December. Of course, the final hurdle was the Viva, your final defense. But by then, the university had said to me, look, we have been tough on you, and there's a reason why we have been tough. It is so that you can breathe easy during your Viva. Just don't screw it up. And so the date came, 5th of May. I remember the panel in front of me, and I started my Viva. I explained my findings, my research, and then the question started. Now, my university had fooled me. They had said that this was just a formality. It wasn't. Oh boy, talk about quick fire questions, question after question after question. I gotta say, After doing this for more than 4.5 years, I knew my research inside out. It's like when I get on stage, something takes over me. I come alive, and the same thing happened when I was doing this. I came alive. I was like, answer, come on, give me more. In a way, I was partially sad when the Viva ended. But then, that's when the wait began. And I just started thinking, what's going on? When am I going to know? And then finally, 30 minutes later, I received a phone call from my professor. And he uttered those words that I've been waiting for years to hear. Congratulations, Dr. Jerome Joseph. It was a moment I can never forget. Different emotions, joy, relief, pride. And just at that moment, an image flashed in my mind, an image of my father giving me a hug and telling me how proud he was of me. Folks, it's been a journey. I've had many lessons along the way. Lessons that include not giving up, persevering, holding on to your dream. I learned that asking for support was so crucial. Throughout this journey, my family was a pillar of strength and love. Often I would talk about my late dad and I would imagine his voice in my head, urging me to keep going. My darling wife, Mila Joseph. I have no words to describe this wonderful woman. Family time, date nights, and our holidays were sacrificed for this, and yet she continued to support me with love and understanding. I owe this to her, and this doctorate is as much hers as it is mine. As I celebrated graduation day, surrounded by my amazing family, let me just say, live your dreams. Do not let anyone, including yourself, tell you it cannot be done. Also, age is just a number. I'm 48 and I'm a doctor. We all can accomplish amazing things if we set a mind to it. Guess what, folks? I, Dr. Jerome Joseph, I am just getting started. Let's do this.